Then another important point I want to tell you with regard to this clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. Sometimes the questions say A started moving towards north and he took a right turn, or the question may also say he turned clockwise 90 degree. Now always please remember, right means clockwise. If a person turns right, it is clockwise, and if a person turns left, it is anti-clockwise. The important point to note here is that this is always true irrespective of the direction which the person is facing. It's a very important point. Suppose a person is facing north. For him clockwise, what is clockwise? He has to turn right. This is clockwise and this is anti-clockwise. Suppose the same person is facing south. For him, which is clockwise? This is clockwise and this is anti-clockwise. Therefore, irrespective of the direction the person is facing, if he turns right, it is always clockwise, and if he turns left, it is always anti-clockwise. So we need not confuse in which direction he is facing. Irrespective of the direction, if he turns right, it is clockwise. If he turns left, it is anti-clockwise. This is another basic and important point you should remember. The next basic point is that while drawing the map, you need not draw exactly to the scale like an engineer does. It is not required. But your map which you draw should at least have some relation to the distances mentioned. Somewhat it should resemble the scales that are being talked in the question. For example, a person starts from A. He walks upwards 10 meters. So this is 10 meters. He takes a right turn and walks for 20 meters. Now when you draw 20 meters, it should approximately be twice the size of this distance. Approximately, it need not be exact. So this is 20 meters. At this point, he takes a right turn and walks 30 meters. This is 30 meters. So, and then he takes another right turn and walks 40 meters. He reaches this point. Now 10, 20, 30, 40, it should have some resemblance to the real distances that are mentioned. Then only you will know clearly in which direction. Suppose the question says at the destination the person is facing which direction, or the person is in which direction from his original point, we will be able to easily solve. Therefore, my humble suggestion to you is always draw according to the scales to the extent possible. At least there should be an approximation of the distances that are mentioned. If you draw the map without taking regard into the actual distance, then it will be a confused whole, and to parse it out and to make meaning out of it will be difficult at a later point of time. Therefore, I suggest that you draw to the extent possible as per the scales. The next basic thing you should know is, there are sometimes questions saying that the person reached his starting point using the shortest distance. What is the shortest distance? In mathematics, the shortest distance is the straight line. I will give you an example to make this concept clear. A person started from point A he walked south to point B 30 meters. This is B and the distance is 30 meters. At this point, he takes left and travels 40 meters. To point C. Now the question is asking, the person walked from his destination C to the starting point using the shortest distance. What is the distance travelled by him? Now what is the shortest distance between A and C? It is a straight line. How to find the length of this straight line? We can very easily apply Pythagoras theorem because this is a right angled triangle. And this is 40 meter. Now applying Pythagoras theorem, we know the hypotenuse is, this is 30 square plus 40 square is equal to hypotenuse square. And 30 square is 900 plus 1600 is equal to 2500. Hypotenuse is equal to root of 2500 is equal to 50 meters. The shortest distance between C and A is the hypotenuse, which is 50 meters, and in many problems you may have to use this theory and concept to arrive at the shortest distance covering 2 points. So these are the basic points. After having learnt this, now we will try to solve problems one by one.